Spears.
Yes. Yes.
Oops, I did it again? No.
Yeah. One more time.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I was hearing parts of it.
Yeah, I was trying to be slow with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw a funny video of a guy, the piano player on that song, it's just goes off and gets something to drink and then comes back later.
Well,
Britney Spears, here on Great Measures.
hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures, if you're still watching after that.
Great Measures.
My name is Richard, this is Judson.
Great Measures.
Yeah, okay. All right, got a band for you today called Psilocybe Larvae from Russia. The song, I believe, in English is The Line. This is from their EP that came out in August called Brave New World. I'd never heard of this band before. I started doing some listening to new releases for the monthly video and
You like this?
fell in love.
Fell in love.
Absolutely.
Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it. All right, this is The Line by Psilocybe Larvae.
You don't know how to say it in Russian.
Nope. Ready to roll?
Proceed, Richard.
Сплетение тонких рук, попал закат, за горизонт уйдут последние слова. Нас здесь уже не ждут забыты имена, не станут вспоминать. Начертана черта, последняя черта, начертана черта, последняя черта, начертана черта. Ступи на тонкий лед, закрой глаза, пусть ветер унесет последние слова, пусть солнце упадет, разбившись вдребезги, нас больше не найдут, лишь тени на песке. Как дорог каждый миг, уходит век, мгновенье не вернуть, забвенье не забыть. Последняя черта, начертана черта, последняя черта, начертана черта, на острие ножа. Последняя черта, на острие ножа. Последняя черта.
What is it?
What do you think?
I liked this song.
I kind of figured you would. I'm glad you did. I really didn't know. I have this thing where I hear something that I like, and when I hear it for the first time, I tend to overdo it, and I have this recency bias of like, oh, that song made me feel a certain way when I heard it, and then forever and ever goes by, and I'm like, why did I ever like that song? But not with this song, or this EP. Like I said, it's a 3-song EP. One of the songs is a re-recorded version of another song they had done. But yeah, man, it's cool. Like I'll give you a little bit of background. So on their Bandcamp page, it says, "This is an unusual and experimental work for the band. For the first time in the band's history, we wrote songs in Russian. We aim to preserve the unique atmosphere of melancholy, despair, and rage in the music while adding heaviness and density to the sound by blending these elements with Russian lyrics. This EP reflects dreams of a brave new world that we will never see."
Okay.
What's your take?
It's in A minor. And that whole section in the beginning is great.
Yeah, the acoustic stuff.
Yeah, and then they go back to it, and they're doing all this. There's just there. I love A minor stuff.
Yeah.
A minor, and then and then they get to that whole. They go up to the C, and they're doing it. It resolves to a major. The second time they do the acoustic stuff.
Okay.
But they hang on to it.
Yeah.
And hanging on to stuff is great.
Yeah.
Because it just makes the setup for when they bust into it so much better. But the way the pacing of the song to me is the coolest part. The drums sound great. The drums, when he started doing fills there towards the end, sound great. But it just the pacing of it, the marching along, to me goes along with what the song is about, which is the marching on of time. That's what the line is. They talk about how the line is, because I know Russian.
Yeah.
They talk about the line and how there's a line by which everything is forgotten and all the words aren't heard anymore, and it's from age to age. At some point there's a line where people don't remember. And I think that's sort of a thing that's getting more and more recent, or there's less and less time. If you were to blow everything up in the world and just have some scragglers behind, whatever they choose to end up telling the people that come later are what they're going to remember, and even that's going to be distorted.
Sure.
So literally there are things that are just lost, and that's what the song talks about, things that are just lost to the sands of time. It had a cool line there, shadows on the sands, like words are shadows on the sands of time. It's really cool. But everything that you explained about being the sound that they were going for, I think they completely accomplished.
Nailed it, yeah.
Along with the what I hear to be, if you were just to play the song for me and not just the music, without the word, without the lyrics, without the lyrical offering, the vocal at all, I would tell you that this is coming from the East somewhere, just because of the acoustic guitar. And then that little break they do with the little rhythmic break.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best part of the. I mean, I say it's the best part of the song, but I'm musically, or as a musician, or someone who tries to play music, all of the elements that they put in this song are ones that I love to try to do and listen to.
Yeah.
It's not it. At first, with the initial acoustic part, I thought, okay, here we go, another Metallica-like acoustic intro, and then you're just going to break into the song, and then maybe it'll end with the outro. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
The song it sounds like is that it's just that acoustic thing. He sings for a little. I mean, that's a song.
Yeah.
Just that, and then they break into that just slow, just dum dum dum. It's just it sounds like the march of time going on to me. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can do so much with A minor. At least, you can hit it. A minor is such a cool key to play in, and on a guitar, just the things you can do when you go down to the E. It's just, and then you can walk back up to the A minor. It's just, I mean, you can do that in every key, obviously, but just on a guitar because it's an open string.
It's very melancholic.
It's just, it's melancholic, but it's just powerful. There's just this, boom, when you hit that chord, it just rings and rings. But I love that it's in Russian.
Yeah, me too. It just adds to the, well, it's like he said in that description, is like they did it in Russian to capture that tone of despair and
Yeah.
I mean, not that Russian is a language of despair, but they couldn't, if they had done it in English, it would not have felt the same.
No, and I think that there's a lot to that. I think there's a lot to language that has been around for thousands of years, because it encapsulates the history of what it has been spoken on top of throughout the years. And I'm a big fan of Russian stuff. I love Russian music. I love Russian literature, big time. I'm really into Russian literature. And there's a heaviness to it. There's just this, I don't want despair maybe, but you know, the Russian people have been through a lot.
Bared a lot of weight. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And the one thing I like about the Russian people so much is having gone through all that, they're still Russia. They still take pride in whatever it is. You know, you can talk about all the things that they have such a rich history of stuff that from kings and czars and wars that have ravaged. But Russia is huge and covers so much of the Earth's geography. But then under Russia are all these other countries that sort of affect it. You know, you get over into more of the Eastern Asian parts, and there's just a lot of, their culture is just so rich. And their language is not an easy language. They have more letters than we do. They have more tenses than we do. I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of the Russian. The culture. And I just think when you use the language, there's just something, I really think there's something metaphysical in it. That when you hear a language that's spoken, that has been used, that it's the same language that whatever person in history that you want to mention, you know, that carries the weight of all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think Russian is one of the prime examples of that of that kind of a thing. And so but there's just this huge, you know, that there's sort of a bridge between the sound of this and something like Rammstein.
Yeah.
You know, the pulsating. You know, again, there's a gravity to it. There's just a weightiness to it that we, in this country especially, cannot touch.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Yeah.
And that's just from not being around for that long or not having the fortitude, you know, the physical fortitude, I think, but then the embodiment of your history goes along with it.
Well said.
You know what I mean?
100%. 100%.
I thought the pacing of the song was great. I was waiting for a guitar solo at some point, but instead they just chanted the same line, which is just fine.
I think it's a beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I'm glad you liked it so much because this is a little bit of a test for myself, right? Like I think the song is amazing. I think the song is one of the best songs I've heard all year, and I feel like nobody's listening to it. You know, I'm sure people are, but you know, I want us to be able to publicize these things that we think are awesome.
Yeah. That are awesome.
Awesome.
That is awesome. This should be getting, and I'm sure it will, it should be getting attention. It's just a moving song, man. It's really pretty and moving, and yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Cool.
Weird name they got there.
Psilocybe Larvae.
I'm sure we could speculate on that all day. What's your name mean? Psilocybers. When I think of psilocybin, I'm thinking of tripping on mushrooms.
Vit, I think Vitali, I think is the name of the vocalist.
Vitaly, what's going
I
on,
think
man?
I could be mispronouncing that. I apologize if I did mispronounce that. I do not speak Russian.
Well,
But he knows. We've communicated. He's. I mean, he's.
love to know where the band name comes from.
Yeah. Let us know.
You larva, you're larva guys.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We are Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson. That was The Line by Psilocybe Larvae.
Yeah, great measures.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.